Inside Elon Musk's $78 million real estate empire. Why would a man on a mission to colonize Mars spend years quietly buying up mansions on Earth? That's not the kind of headline you expect from a guy known for sleeping under his desk at Tesla. But Elon Musk's real estate story is as wild as his rocket launches. While most billionaires scatter their properties across continents, Musk had a different strategy. He built a luxury empire, piece by piece, right under our noses, then sold it all. Today, we're going inside Elon's $78 million property puzzle. From Hollywood Hills to Texas trailers, his choices reveal more than you'd expect. This isn't just about houses. It's about how one man uses space, not just in the sky, but on the ground. What drives a man to buy a 20,000 square foot mansion when he's building spaceships? That contradiction is exactly why Musk's real estate journey grabs attention. At first glance, it looks like typical billionaire behavior. But once you dig in, things start to make sense. When Elon Musk cashed out from PayPal, he wasn't just another young rich guy in Silicon Valley. He was already thinking on a different level. Most people invest in stocks or startups. Musk invested in places to live, and not just any places. He bought homes that could double as headquarters, think tanks, and sanctuaries. His journey began with a jaw-dropping mansion in Bel-Air, the kind of place that screams status but also serves as a fortress. The house sat on a hill, isolated yet central. Inside, it had everything: a wine cellar, a two-story library, a screening room. And that was just the start. This wasn't just where he lived. It was where he worked, planned, and raised his kids. It was the nucleus of his empire at the time. It was a bold declaration that said, "I'm here, and I'm building something big." What kind of person buys not one, not two, but 6 more homes in the same neighborhood? That move might sound crazy, unless you're Elon Musk. When most people try to get away from their neighbors, Musk became his own neighbor, over and over again. It's one of the most curious parts of his property story. He didn't scatter his wealth across glamorous zip codes around the world. He stayed right in Bel-Air, gradually buying up homes within walking distance of his first mansion. It was as if he was building a kingdom, house by house. Each home served a purpose. One was used as a private school. Another became a place for meetings and creative sessions. Some were used for friends, family, and guests. One, famously, was the quirky home of actor Gene Wilder. Musk insisted it stay untouched and only sold it under the promise that its essence would be preserved. This wasn't just luxury hoarding. Musk was creating his own environment, a bubble of privacy and control. He wasn't buying homes. He was buying freedom to work, to think, and to raise his family without interference. And each home added a layer to his larger vision. Who needs Beverly Hills when you already run Bel-Air? Apparently, Elon Musk did. Even with his empire growing in one part of Los Angeles, he made a quick move into another elite zone. His Beverly Hills purchase came with less noise, but it added another layer to his portfolio. This wasn't a showpiece mansion. It was sleek, modern, and quiet. It seemed more like a chess move than a trophy buy. It gave him more space, more options, more flexibility. At this point, his real estate total was climbing close to $80 million. But what stood out wasn't just the number. It was the method. There was no wild spending spree across exotic locations. No New York penthouses, no London flats. Just a focused, intentional collection of homes within a few miles of each other. It was personal, not performative. And then, he stopped. Why would someone who spent years building a real estate empire suddenly decide to sell everything? That's the twist no one saw coming. In 2020, Musk shocked the internet by announcing that he would be selling almost all of his possessions, including his houses. The internet exploded. Was it a PR stunt? A joke? A midlife crisis? Turns out it was real. He started putting his homes on the market, one after another. The same homes he carefully curated over the years were suddenly up for grabs. The most fascinating part? He didn't hide behind realtors or managers. He tweeted about it, publicly, like it was just another random update. But behind that casual announcement was a major mindset shift. Musk said he wanted to focus fully on his mission, Owning physical possessions, he believed, was a distraction. They could be used against him, slow him down, make him vulnerable. So he started selling. And fast. The mansion he raised his kids in, gone. The private schoolhouse, gone. Even Gene Wilder's old home was sold, though he made sure it stayed in safe hands. It wasn't about money. It was about clarity. Musk was cutting ties to anything that didn't move him forward. And for a man obsessed with Mars, that meant shedding weight. Who goes from a 20,000 square foot mansion to a 400 square foot foldable home? Only Elon Musk. After cashing out on his real estate, he didn't move into another penthouse. He moved into a tiny prefab house near SpaceX headquarters in Texas. This little house is made by Boxable, a startup building affordable, foldable homes that can be assembled in a day. Musk reportedly lives in one of these near Starbase, SpaceX's launch site. It's small, basic, and minimal, just the way he likes it now. Think about that for a second. One of the richest people on the planet choosing to live in a space smaller than most hotel rooms. No chef's kitchen, no infinity pool, no walk-in wine cellar, just the essentials. He's not pretending to be normal. He's showing that luxury doesn't mean anything to him anymore. What matters now is focus. And the smaller the space, the less distraction there is. What does a house say about a person? For Elon Musk, the answer is everything. His real estate journey wasn't just a series of transactions. It was a reflection of his mindset at each stage of his life. Every home he bought marked a moment, a mission, or a shift in direction. At first, the properties represented ambition, stability, and control. They were places to build, think, and strategize. But over time, they became symbols of something else. For Musk, the concept of home isn't about walls, roofs, or real estate. It's about function and focus. His definition of space, both physical and mental, is shifting fast. He's not interested in building routes. He's building launch pads for ideas, for technology, for humanity. While other billionaires chase the next mansion or private island, Musk is chasing a multiplanetary future. That mindset changes everything. The future of living, to him, isn't about comfort. It's about utility. The less you own, the more flexible you become. That's why his departure from traditional real estate isn't just symbolic. It's strategic. His personal story of real estate may be closed, but the next chapter, the one that involves building livable space beyond Earth, is just beginning. And if his past is any clue, it won't look like anything we've seen before. So that's the strange and bold journey of Elon Musk's real estate empire. From high-end mansions to minimal living, it's clear he's not walking the usual path. His focus isn't on building a dream home. It's on building the future. And sometimes, the best way to move forward is to leave everything behind.